This is Mark with All American Health, non-emergency medical transportation. It's another beautiful day. Doing our thing out here today. What am I going to do in Joe Biden's America? I'm doing the same thing I hope you're doing in Joe Biden's America. You're making a lot of money. Joe Biden's America has gas prices going up, the cost of goods and all services going up. Interest rate just shot up. It's starting to get tough out here, I guess. So what do? You close more deals. That's the only thing you can do. You continue to do, well, if you're watching this channel, hopefully you're continuing to do the same thing that I've been advising. That's closing opportunities with private pay clients in your area. Your B2C, business to consumer, your B2B, business to business opportunities are going up. You're really pushing hard on your social media. You're staying relevant. We just dropped the pre-sale for the ebook, so hopefully you're checking that out, taking advantage of that. But what are some of the other things that you're doing to protect your business and protect your income? A lot of industries right now are going to start suffering. We're basically in the third quarter. We really are in the third quarter, but a lot of your mom and pop stores are going to suffer. A lot of your restaurants are going to suffer, even though it's just as expensive to eat out nowadays as it is to eat in. But a lot of your small businesses are going to start suffering because the cost of goods and services are shooting up. A lot of people are blaming that on Joe Biden. I mean, he is the president, so we blame what we can see. But let's be honest, most presidents do two things. They implement what they've been given, and then they have their own philosophies and viewpoints that they're implementing once they get in office. Joe Biden's only been in office 3 years. This is year 3. So if he's only been in office 3 years, he also had to deal with whatever the last office left him. You can't just snap your finger and fix everything all at the same time. And as I stated in a previous video, this is cyclical. This is a part of being in the United States, the land of the free, home of the brave. You can't have your cake and eat it too all the time. You have to have highs and lows for things to maintain and to stay balanced. Everything shot up. Everyone had money. Everybody was excited a couple years ago. Life was good. Everybody was purchasing on Amazon. Everybody was buying online courses. Everybody was starting a new business. Well, all of that has changed. You see, I haven't dropped a course yet. There's a reason for that. Dropping courses are dead. No one has money to purchase your course. People are trying to implement what you've already been doing up to this point. Or whatever course you purchased, you're either implementing that or you're trying to get your job back that you walked away from because you were starting a new business. A lot of people got fired. A lot of those jobs are not coming back. If you're in this industry, you should be just fine. One, you already pre-purchased my ebook. Yes, I'm going to push the ebook a lot. Still going to give you guys some nuggets, but yes, I'm going to push the ebook a lot. It's a good book. But what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm posting. I'm snatching up parts of the market that other companies might have had, but I have it now. I'm making sure that all of my pages are optimized properly. I'm making sure that all of them connect to one another. I'm posting information about the services that I provide that are relevant to the industry. I'm not just talking about, I provide wheelchair transportation services. I'm talking to you guys about things that actually matter. All of these things are connecting. Everything's connecting. And since things are connecting, I'm not really losing any sleep over new business. I'm actually obtaining new business right now as we speak. As long as there's a market for your services, and non-emergency medical transportation is the service we're providing. That's healthcare. As long as there's a market for your services, you'll be just fine. On YouTube, there's a market for learning about non-emergency transportation. How do I know this? Because apparently 1,000 people have decided to subscribe to this channel, which means there's at least 100 of you, because we all know only 10% actually pay attention. There's at least 100 people that want to know more about the NEMT industry and how to build private paid B2B relationships. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing more information out there so you can enjoy it. I'm putting it into segments that you can kind of, chew on. I'm not giving you an hour of fluff. Well, 50 minutes of fluff and 10 minutes of some real information. As you guys know, most of my videos are about 10 to 15 minutes long. 15 minutes is a long time for me to sit on this camera and talk to you about one particular thing. And in this case, we're really just discussing Joe Biden and how that's affecting the economy. And since we're past minute 5, I guess it's time to start dropping nuggets. So here's your nugget for the day. Inside of Instagram search, you need to start niching down. You want to niche down. The market on Instagram is different than the market you should be looking for on some of your other social media products. The market on Instagram that you should be looking for on your search is you should search your city and then search home health care. Why are you searching home health care? I thought you want to do nursing homes and rehab facilities, ALFs. Nope. You want to start searching home health care. A part of this economy that really took a boom, of course, as you know, is real estate. Due to what happened in 2020, they don't like us to call it what it really is. A pandemic is the smallest thing. I call it a natural disaster. If y'all in the state of Florida, if you're in the state of Florida, they just dropped an article that said they underreported the number of deaths and pandemic cases. I'm trying not to piss off the algorithm. You know what? Screw it. They underreported the number of COVID deaths and cases in the state of Florida. They said the data was incorrect initially when it started coming out. In my personal opinion, someone that was transporting COVID positive patients before they actually called it COVID, because the first reported case of COVID was in 2019, not 2020. I want to point that out. So a lot of you guys were transported COVID positive patients, which in my opinion means you have a big argument with the federal government and the Department of Health. Whether you're in the state of Florida or abroad, I don't care where you at. I think you have a big gripe with them personally, because you were actually putting yourself at risk and didn't even know it. But the reason home health, to get back to what I was referring to, I go on tangents. I do not want to be forgiven for doing that. It's part of life. The reason you want to focus on home health is because a lot of individuals on these platforms literally name their companies and their business pages after what they do. Okay, it's not broad, it's very defined, it's intent based. During 2020, when people started distrusting nursing facilities, distrusting ALFs, distrusting rehab centers, because they had such a rush of COVID positive patients, some of the market, a significant part, not more than like 20%, but 20% of the market is big in the health industry. That's a big move. Talking about $1 trillion industry. 20% of that market started saying, you know what, I don't want my mom or my dad or my loved one in a 300-bed rehab center amongst positive patients, amongst individuals that don't know how they take care of themselves, their hygiene. I want to move my mom or my dad or my loved one. I might not be able to take care of them, but I want to move them to a place where they're taken care of on a more focused basis. I wanted to say one-to-one basis, but when you're in a home health facility, it's not a one-to-one basis. It's usually like a 3-to-1, 4-to-1 basis. It might be a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom apartment or house, and you have a couple of individuals that are staying there. Usually if it's a 4-bedroom, 3 individuals staying there, and then you have a live-in in that extra room that lives with those 3 or 4 individuals, and they're taking care of them. Those are starting to pop up everywhere. That's your market on Instagram. You want to type in your city and then home health. And you want to start hitting those places real hard. You want to make sure that they know about your services. Of course, you want to do organic traffic. But that's the market you want to focus on right now if you're on Instagram. That's the nugget I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. I know it's a truck behind me, but you know, guys, I like to be outside, man. It's nature. I love it. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully this has been helpful. You guys take care.